Hey friend, Graham here from recordingrevolution.com. And as you've probably heard me say a million times before, no amount of great recording or mixing can save a bad song. It all starts with having a great song, and that means great lyrics and a great melody. So today I've got something special for you. I've got some amazing songwriting tips from my friend Martin Sutton. Now, Martin is the founder of the Songwriting Academy, and he's written hit songs for major artists like LeAnn Rimes and the Backstreet Boys. And his team of songwriters at the Songwriting Academy have written massive hits for major artists across multiple genres, selling more than 500 million records. That's billion with a B, for artists like Beyonce and Kenny Rogers and more. So in today's video, Martin's going to give you some tips on how to write great choruses for your songs. So without further ado, here's Martin.
Hey there, it's Martin Sutton here, founder of Songwriting Academy, and I'm really excited to be teaching you, the Recording Revolution audience, about choruses. So when it comes to writing choruses, there are three main types of lyrics to use to make sure you have a huge emotional impact on the listener. The first one of these is to use a powerful statement. And by using a powerful statement that's not necessarily too metaphorical, but simple and with an emotional context to it, it gets someone really thinking. One example of this is a song that I had recorded by LeAnn Rimes called Everybody's Someone. And it's a simple statement of comfort and empathy. But I know that it affected a lot of people because I had so many people reach out to me to tell me how much it had actually changed their philosophy about themselves by feeling that they were someone instead of a nobody. And that was amazing feedback to get on my song. Another very simple but powerful statement was "You're Beautiful" by James Blunt. Now it really couldn't get much simpler. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. Now this may seem very simplistic, but there are 4 million people around the world that really connected with this song and went out and bought it. Wouldn't you love one of those? I know I would. Another song that became a massive hit with a very simple statement was "Forget You" by CeeLo. Of course there was the rude version as well, but I'm sure there are people all over the world that resonated with this very simple concept of, you know what, forget you, I don't want you anymore. And it was clearly resonating with people around the world because it became a massive hit. So by using a simple, emotionally charged statement that really gets to the point, you can capture a massive audience around the world, resonate with them, give them something simple to think about, and you can have a huge hit record on your hands. Awesome. Now the second type of lyric that you can use in your chorus to have a huge impact is using a question. There's something about human nature that whenever we hear a question, there is that temptation to answer it. It elicits a response, not necessarily a verbal response, but certainly a mental one. Whenever we hear a question, it feels like it deserves an answer, so it immediately grabs the attention of the listener. One wonderful example of this is the Carole King classic, "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?" Then you've also got Human League, "Don't You Want Me Baby?" And what about Lionel Richie, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" All of these questions are very, very simple things that we might say to each other, and that's why they elicit such a great response, and they're harder to ignore than simple statements in a chorus. Then looking at a far more contemporary song, think about Zed with "The Middle." "Baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle?" That's such a great thing to ask somebody. What a great sort of example of let's compromise here. So how do we come up with these questions? Well, just think about the questions that you're asking through an average day, whether you're going through a tough time, whether you're going through a wonderful time with someone, whether there's any kind of doubts in a relationship. Think about those questions that you might ask the people that you're interacting with and use them in your songs. That way they're going to have so much authenticity to them. It could even be something completely fantastical, something that you've dreamt. Look at David Bowie, "Life on Mars." Is there life on Mars? So just listen. You know, part of being a great songwriter is about picking up ideas from real life, because that way we have authenticity to our songs. So think about everything that you would ask people and just try using them in songs. So the third type of lyric that you can use in a chorus which has a big emotional impact is a call to action. It's an imperative. It's literally telling someone to do something. And this has no wishy-washiness around it. There's no meandering. It's a clear-cut instruction. So it's very, very simple for the listener to get their head around this. So think of things like Journey, Don't Stop Believing, Sam Smith, Stay With Me, Benny King, Stand By Me. They're all clear-cut instructions, and therefore they have this immediate impact on the listener. For me, it's really, really important to make sure that when somebody hears my chorus, even if they don't pay attention to the verses, when they hear the chorus, they know exactly what the song is about. So when I'm mentoring groups, I will often say to them, okay, what's the point of your song? What's the actual point of the song? And are you saying it clearly in your chorus rather than necessarily shrouding it with a metaphor? So listeners can't really understand it. You might get it, but they may not. So whether you're using a question, a statement, or a call to action, make sure that it's clear what the point of the chorus is. Because remember, the chorus is the climax of the song. It's the most important section of the song that hopefully people are going to be singing along to. Hopefully they're going to be remembering it. But both of those are going to be largely dependent on whether they get it. So make sure they get it. Be simple with your choruses and try not to overcomplicate things. Trust me, I've been doing this for 25 years and this works by being really simple about the message of the song being placed in the chorus, and ideally try and repeat that message so it's really hit home with a big sledgehammer. And beyond lyrics, your chorus also has to peak melodically as well, so people really feel that uplift when it gets to the chorus. So let's look at a few techniques to try and make that happen in your chorus, where you get this wonderful upsurge of energy because the melody is really lifted. So the first thing I want to talk about in terms of melodies is melodic contour. And if you liken it to the contour of geography, so we have sea level, we have hills, we have mountains. For me, my verses melodically are at sea level. You'll find that the melody in my verses are often much, much lower than the chorus. And I always want my chorus melody to be on a mountaintop. That's going to be the highest melody in the song, in the chorus. So by that nature, the pre-chorus is going to be climbing up that hill to get onto the mountaintop. So think of it this way, verses at sea level melodically, your pre-chorus climbing the hill, it's slightly higher than the verse, and then the chorus is on the mountaintop. And this just works. It makes people feel an uplift when we get to the chorus. And the reason this happens is human nature dictates that we pay more attention to high frequencies. We respond more to them. If you think about the real world, a police siren would not have anywhere near the effect and the response from people if it was go roar, 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 roar. It's very, very high frequency. Cymbal crashes attract our attention. Alarms attract our attention. Even babies crying attract our attention. They don't go, give me some more milk. They say, they're screaming, they're wah! They're way up there to attract our attention. So let's use that human condition to attract people's attention in our songs. So my advice is always keep the highest melodies for the chorus in our song. One song that uses melodic contour really well is Shawn Mendes' In My Blood. And what you'll notice when you really listen to the melodies in it are the melody in the verse is about an octave below the melody in the chorus. So what does that mean? It means it's taking us on a massive journey to get up there. So we have this kind of roller coaster melody happening. Then when we come down to verse 2, it's dropping way, way down again by an octave. And this is an incredibly powerful thing to do because it feels that it's not being just a linear kind of melody. You know those songs where you listen and you think, hold on a minute, have we hit a chorus yet or are we still in a verse? Those aren't my favourite kind of songs, to be honest with you. I love something that takes me on a journey, both melodically and emotionally, of course. So use melodic contour for your songs and see how it improves the power of your choruses. Now here's a great tip for writing those big, emotional, dramatic love songs. When you get to the chorus, think about songs like I Will Always Love You, where they have these beautiful long legato notes. What these long legato notes actually bring across to the listener is passion and romance and also that little bit of pain as well. There's the drama in those notes rather than short staccato notes. Short staccato notes are great for delivering lots of information, but when you just have a simple message like I will always love you, then you just want to hear these lovely, lovely simple messages conveyed with long emotional notes. So if you're writing what we call a torch song, think about using these long notes. They're really, really powerful. If you want to write a song that's fun and you really want to grab the attention of the listener, then think about using exclamations in your songs. They're brilliant. I love doing this. Imagine yourself walking down the street and some random stranger shouts out, "Whoa," or "Hey," like this. You're going to look around and so is everybody else on the street. So why don't we use that technique in songwriting too? It's a brilliant way of saying, "Hey, listen to me." So think of songs like Song 2 by Blur, where the first chorus is literally woohoo, woohoo, and immediately it grabs the attention and it's easy to sing along to, no matter what language you speak, so it's a universal language. Other examples of using exclamations in songs you'll find in Sex on Fire and Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, where they have the big whoa, and that's great too. So try using exclamations yourself and see how it grabs the attention of your audience. Now, if you've enjoyed these tips on writing great lyrics and melodies for your choruses, then I've got some really good news for you. I'm really excited about this. I've just started a YouTube channel, Songwriting Academy, where I'll be posting weekly breakdowns of hit songs, past and present. What I'll be doing is I'll be delving deep into the structure of the songs, the lyrical content, the harmonic content, the melodic content, and the overall approach to the song and the authenticity of the song. I'm going to be picking some of my favourites from current songs and songs from the past. And this is a great way to learn. By listening to songs that have already hit the charts, we can then think about using similar techniques in our songwriting to get our songs in the charts. So all you have to do is go to the channel, subscribe, and check out these weekly videos that I'll be posting with breakdowns of hit songs. At the same time, I've got a special gift just for you. Now, I've been a professional songwriter for decades now, and I've worked with scores of professional writers, and I can tell you one thing. They and I all have a process that we work to get our hit songs in the charts. And this process is not a formula, it's a process, a methodology that we work through the song methodically to get from the beginning to the end while still retaining all of that emotion. This isn't just for writing hit songs for the charts. Even if you just want to write songs that you can be really proud of and that your friends down at the local bar listen to and they go, "Oh, that's fantastic." This will work for you as well as if you're wanting to write for the charts or if you're an artist wanting to write for yourself. These techniques work over and over and over again, and this methodology has transformed my songwriting from the time that I crystallized the whole thing down. And that's exactly what I did do. I boiled it down into a 7-step process called the 7-step song planner. And I'm going to give it to you completely free with absolutely no strings attached. All you have to do is download the PDF, keep it at your workstation, and refer back to it as you're writing or before you're writing, and use this process to work with your songs. I'd love to hear how you get on with it. I'm daily getting emails from people around the world saying how it's transformed their songwriting. They use words like life-changing and revolutionary because they're able to suddenly finish songs that they were never able to finish before. They're not getting writer's block, they're finding it simple, easy and fun. So please do download the PDF guide and tell me how you're getting on with it. I'd love to hear how your songs are improving because of the 7-step song planner. I used to only share the 7-step song planner at our live events and workshops, but today I'm giving it to you absolutely free with no strings attached. The way I see it, well, I'm a bit of an old hippie and there are 7 billion people on the planet and there's room enough for everyone to have a hit song. And I want you to have a hit song too. In fact, if you emailed me in the future and said, "Hey, I've just had a song in the charts and it's a song that I created using your 7-step song planner," I'd be the happiest guy in the universe. So please use it, let me know how you're getting on and let me know the tremendous successes that you're having with it. So what I want you to do right now is go to songwritingacademy.com/planner and download the PDF guide and see for yourself how it can transform your writing without using any formulas, still using your heart, but using this methodology to guide you through the whole process, make it much simpler, easier and fun and much quicker too. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you on Songwriting Academy YouTube channel. See you soon.
And those were some awesome tips. And if you like what you saw, then please check out their YouTube channel, the Songwriting Academy, and show them some love. And also let me know, leave me a comment below this video if you want to see more content on the topic of songwriting. I'd like to know. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on another video real soon.